Hello everyone, I'm Paul and this is problem 61, rotate list. This is a medium problem and next I will show you my thought process and reasonably intuitive solution. Given the head of a linked list, we need to rotate the list to the right by k places. So if we're given this input, here is the visual representation of the initial linked list. In every rotation we remove the rightmost element and add it to the left. So in this scenario, after one rotation we get this. Here k is 2, so we need 2 rotations. After rotation number 2 we get this, so this is what we need to return. My first intuition here was to go through every node and store every value in an array. So now we have this array which we can rotate to the right by k places, and there are different ways to do this. We could go one by one. So after one rotation we get this, after 2 rotations we get this. And if k is something different, well, we can continue or stop whatever we need to. We have another way to do this, which is we can concatenate a subarray from -k to the end with a subarray from the start to -k. Remember that the right bound in subarrays is non-inclusive, so if you consider -k, we are actually going up to -k -1. So we do 4, 5, and then we have 1, 2, 3. As you can see, these are the corresponding values for the final result, and now we can go through the nodes in the original linked list once again and replace every value with the corresponding value in the array. And that's it. Finally, we can return the final linked list. Time and space complexity for this approach is big O of n. Why? Well, because we are going through n nodes to build the array, and then we are rotating the array to the right by k places in big O of n also. And then we are going through the nodes once again to store the final results. So overall time complexity is big O of n, and overall space complexity is big O of n also because of the array that we are using. You could solve this in big O of 1 space complexity, but I think that this solution is intuitive enough for this problem. So with this in mind, let's see how to code this up. First, we are given this, so we can remove these comments and say that if not k, meaning if k is equal to 0 or not head, we just return head. Why? Well, because in this scenario we either have an empty linked list or the number of rotations is 0, in which case we just return head. Now, if we are still here, we say that current is equal to head, and this is how we iterate nodes. We can say while current is equal to current dot next. Now, before doing this, we need to add to the array the current value. So this is current dot val, and up here we need to build the array. So this is empty initially, and now we have all the values in the array, so we can continue with the next part. Now, maybe k is larger than the length of the array, in which case we are going over repeated cycles. If we want to avoid this, we need to reduce k to the minimum possible expression. So we can say that k is equal to k modulo the length of array. Okay, so now we have no repeated cycles and we can rotate the values in the array. So array is equal to, and here we take 2 subarrays, one from -k up to the end of the array, and for the next part we take a subarray from 0 up to -k. Now we need to put these values into the linked list, so we need to iterate the nodes again. We are doing basically what we did up here, so we can say that current is equal to head, and the corresponding index in the array is initially 0, and we can say while current is equal to current dot next. Before doing this, we can say that current dot value is equal to array at the current index, and we need to update the index for the array. So this is it. Now we can return head. This is the entire code, so let's submit this and see if it works. As you can see, this works and it's efficient enough. So if you found this useful, please drop a like, subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.